Hi friends, thank you for joining me again today with another video, and I'm going to be sharing a small excerpt from my new book that is coming out next month, Goodbye Me Hello Me, which will be released on November the 7th. And I'm going to start, of course, at the beginning, so chapter 1, and it's talking about understanding the moment, and the moment is talking about your beginning and your here and now. Your beginning can be any time, anywhere and in any season. It is your beginning and no one else's. Your beginning can even reflect where you are right now, at this very moment. It is said that we can all begin again and start all over. Many of us get many start-overs, which is okay. It doesn't mean that you have failed. It only means that you have been given another chance, another opportunity to try again. You are righting mistakes that you made wrong and trying a different way and approach. That's great, don't you think? It's not one strike out and then you're out. It is important for you to understand where you are at this present moment in time. Aware of what you are doing, and not just what you are doing right now, but how you are feeling and who is around you. Pay close attention to your environment and your community. Pay attention to how outside sources can affect you on the inside and the person that you are and the person that you were created to be. Like with anything and everything, there's a beginning and there's an ending. So of course with chapter 1, I'm talking about where is your beginning and helping you to understand the moment. Sometimes we get so fixated on the future and our end goal, our end destination of what we want it to look like and what is it that we want to have and experience and all the planning and everything. And I'm not saying that's not wrong, but we can take our eyes off where we are right now, which is this very moment and the here and now. And the choices and decisions and the steps that we need to take right now that's going to get us to that end destination, that's going to get us to that goal and whatever it is that we set for ourselves. And not only that, being focused on the future, sometimes we focus so much on the past. We're focused on behind and something that we cannot change. And so while being focused on the future and focused on the past, we miss today. We miss the importance of living today and being in the moment of today and understanding what we need for today to take into our tomorrow, and that will help shape and create the future that we want. And that's where I wanted to start off with this book, with chapter 1, to get you to know and to understand where your beginning is, where your starting point is, and how do you go from there and what those steps may look like. Because in order for you to know where you're going, you've got to know where you're going from. You've got to know where you're coming from. So you've got to know where your starting position is, your starting point is, and then to work from there. And we are where we are right now because of decisions and choices that we made yesterday. So what about decisions and choices that you'll make today that will shape your tomorrow, that will shape your future? So understanding your today is very, very important. And that is where I delve into with this first chapter, where we explore more about where your beginning is. And when it comes to looking at your here and now, it's not just looking at you as a person and looking at what is going on inside of you internally, but it's also looking at external sources. It's looking at people around you, the relationships that you have. It's looking at the work you're doing, work commitments, and if you're doing a business and just other things that you've got going on externally, your community. It may even be, geographically, it might even be the location where you're living, and external sources can play a part in shaping and moulding us as a person and shaping our thoughts and our mindset of not just who we are, but what we want to do in life and where we want to go. And so with chapter 1, I do take you on a journey, and it's a journey that I myself I had to get back to understanding where my beginning was, where my starting point is. And like I said, your starting point can be different from my starting point. My beginning could be your middle. We're all different, so we can't measure ourselves up to everybody else, because everybody's living their own path and their own journey and walking their own steps. And what is made tailored for you is not necessarily going to be made tailored for me. So everybody's start over point is going to be different. But the most important thing is to start over if you need to. And to say to yourself, that's okay to do that. To give yourself permission to say that is okay to do that. If I need to begin again, if I need to find where my starting point is, then that's fine. I can do that, because then I know of where my starting block is and where I'm looking to go, and then how the steps in between, the strategies and whatever it is that I need to take for myself in order to get to my end destination or to achieve a goal, how that's going to look like. And I will only know once I have a greater understanding and an awareness of where my beginning is. And so this is not just setting the beginning and the stage for you in terms of where you go in life with yourself, but even with this book, because I'm taking you on a journey, understanding a bit about my beginning and the middle end, and I don't want to say the ending because I'm still living, I'm still alive, I'm still creating, I'm still on this journey of life, so I'm still, marking my steps and taking my path. But it's important for you to know that it's nice to focus on the future. It's nice to say I want to do this and this is what I want to have and this is where I want to be and everything, and that is great. But tomorrow's not going to come if we neglect today. Tomorrow's not going to come if we don't focus on the present in taking what we need for ourselves, so it can help shape the steps that we take, the footsteps that we take into our tomorrow and into creating the future that we want and desire for ourselves. So I hope you've been encouraged with this quick excerpt of my book, Goodbye Mihaela Me, which, like I said, will be out next month on November 7th. And it is a book that's going to get you to really think about yourself. It's going to challenge you in a lot of ways. And it's going to help you to learn and know how to reevaluate where you are right now and who you are, and then taking that into the future. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you next time with another quick excerpt from my book, my new book, Goodbye Mihaela Me. Bye bye.